Good morning, everyone. Today I have a workout for you guys. It's been a while since I've done like a just workout video where I actually talk through all of the exercises and that stuff. I figured it was time. I asked you guys what you wanted to see on Instagram. You said upper body plus abs. So that's what we're doing today. Although the poll was very, very close for a lower body glute focused workout, so we'll probably do one of those soon too. Let me know if you want to see that down in the comments. So I want to get into the workout ASAP, but first I want to tell you about two things. Number one is my pre-workout meal. I'm about to go eat breakfast, so I figured I would show you what I'm having as my little pre-workout mealy, snacky thing to get the best possible workout. And then I do briefly just want to touch on my current workout split so that you have that in the context for this workout. Because a lot of workouts, you can just find them on YouTube, but like if you don't know how to program them into your week or into your program properly, they're kind of useless. Not useless, but like it's a lot more useful to know how to kind of structure it around everything else. So we'll chat through that. It'll take just a second and then we'll be in the gym ready to go. But I'm hungry, so let's go make a little pre-workout meal and I'll tell you why it's specifically designed to optimize my workout performance, get as much out of it as I can. This is basically everything that's gonna go in my little pre-workout smoothie. I'll show you as I make it. Lately I've been alternating between just making oatmeal basically with the same ingredients or turning it into a smoothie. Obviously different ratio of ingredients. I don't use like an entire cup of oats in a smoothie, but I find that both give me a very similar like amount of carbs and protein, which is basically what I'm going for in a pre-workout meal. So we're tossing in a banana. I now need to wash my hands. And then I'm also gonna throw in some oats. So the banana, oats, and then I'm gonna throw in some honey are my main carb sources in this smoothie. And I've talked about this pretty extensively before, so I'm not gonna ramble about it again. But regardless of what your aesthetic goals are, if you currently have an aesthetic goal, carbs can be extremely, extremely helpful, even if your goal is fat loss. Basically, this is because carbs boost workout performance, they boost recovery, they basically help you get more out of your workout. So I just threw in about 20 grams of oats. There goes the coffee that I made last night. Ernie, don't like the coffee. Well, this is a mess.
A few moments later.
Cleaned up the coffee. We're all good. This is how much I have left after I spilled it. Gonna throw that in there. And to make up for the fact that I now have less caffeine in here, which was gonna be a key ingredient to boost my workout because caffeine does boost workout performance. Talked about this in my previous video. I'm gonna throw in one of my favorite adaptogens that I like to take as a pre-workout, and that is lion's mane. Now, lion's mane is more known as like a brain enhancer. It's really good for cognitive function. It can potentially protect against various neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Like there's a lot of really, really cool stuff that it has going on specifically for brain health. But what I find is that since it does boost focus, it keeps me so much more like in the zone at the gym. So I'm tossing that in there. Like I like a lot of more performance energy boosting supplements like cordyceps or rhodiola and that kind of stuff, but I find that when I already have caffeine, I don't really feel like I need those as much, but something that like keeps my brain in there too, not just like my physical body, can transform my workout. Because you know, you can feel like really good, like ready to go, but if you're not mentally in there, you don't get nearly as much out of your workout. Like if you're distracted, if you're on your phone all the time, like you just get pulled in and out of being in the zone. This keeps me just like locked in the zone. So while this is an unconventional recommendation, if you are looking for a good pre-workout supplement, highly recommend checking out lion's mane. I use the one from Four Sigmatic because they have like the best quality adaptogens on the market. From how the mushrooms are grown and harvested to how they're extracted, like every part of the process is what it needs to be to get the best quality product. So I'll leave a link to this down in the description box below. If you use my code FitNerdy, you'll get yourself 15% off at checkout. That's gonna be my replacement for the coffee that just spilled. I did say honey for a little more carbs. We're gonna do like a little squidgy squidge. Yeah, a little more. Now to add in some protein, I'm adding two things. First one is yogurt. Not gonna use the whole thing because honestly I don't want my smoothie to just taste like yogurt. But this will still get me like a decent amount. Oh, I'm just making a mess today. It'll get me a decent amount of protein and just add like texture and thickness to the smoothie, which is kind of important since I'm not putting a lot in here. And then to get some more protein, I'm putting in actual protein powder. Just gonna throw in a huge scoop. This is one of the best tasting plant-based proteins. It has 5 different sources of plant-based protein, so you're getting a wide variety of amino acids as opposed to the proteins that only use like pea protein or only use hemp protein. No gums, no fillers, no lecithins, etc. It's literally the protein that I would create if I could create Marissa's perfect protein. Again, I'll leave a link to this down in the description box below, and again, Fit and Nerdy gets you 15% off. Then last but not least, I'm adding just a tiny bit of cacao powder to add just a little bit more chocolate flavor. I'm just gonna shake that in, honestly. Oh my goodness, that was way too much. I'll just add more honey if it's too chocolatey. Oh, and ice, or else it's just gonna be a weirdly lukewarm soup. So I just blended my smoothie. It's missing a little something. I'm gonna add 1 drop of peppermint extract to make it a chocolate peppermint smoothie. All right, after the disaster that was making that breakfast, we finally have a good pre-workout meal full of carbs to help with energy, to help fuel my workout, to help with recovery from my workout, full of protein to also help with recovery, help with the muscle protein synthesis after I tear my muscles down in the gym. Little bit of caffeine to get that good boost, some lion's mane to keep me in the zone. We're gonna be good to go. It's actually turned out pretty well. So the context of my current workout split, so that this workout can kind of be fit into wherever you want to fit it into. This is a full upper body plus abs workout. So I don't split my upper body into parts. I don't do like back and biceps, chest and triceps. I just do complete upper body. And how this fits into my overall week of workouts is I train 5 days a week. 3 of those are lower body days. 1 of those lower body days is more specifically glute focused than the other 2, just to add a little bit more volume to glutes. Also hamstrings, because I have none. And then my other 2 days are full upper body with abs. I have enough gains in my upper body in my opinion, so we're not trying to add extra volume there, so that's why I just do 2 upper body days and 3 lower body days. And then program wise, I'm actually currently running my own program, Brains and Gains. I've kind of heavily modified it to more specifically fit my specific aesthetic goals with like, I want to add extra volume to hamstrings because I have no hamstrings. But the structure of the program is overall the same, and I just used it as a template to modify to like make more specifically what I wanted to do. So if you're interested, I'll link Brains and Gains down in the description box below. This workout that I'm doing today though, I'm literally transitioning from phase 1 to phase 2, and I'm supposed to start phase 2, supposed to start phase 2 like tomorrow, but I finished phase 1. So today's workout is not from the program. I just wanted to do a workout and I'm not starting the next phase yet, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, before I get into this workout, I want you guys to all comment down below what your current like hype song for the gym is, because I was just on my way here, and my favorite like gym playlist right now is the alternative rock workout on Spotify, and the first song that came up was All Star by Smash Mouth, and I was just jamming out on the way here, and I'm stoked to get in the gym. And the song came on after that was 1985 by Bowling for Soup. Oof, it's gonna be a good workout. Anytime I lift, I start with a super quick warm-up, usually with a little bit of cardio just to get the heart going, get the blood flowing, get my body just warmed up and more ready to go. You don't really want to lift when you're absolutely cold. So when I do my upper body days, I love to do just like 3 minutes of rowing just to get some blood flowing to my back, to my arms, etc. Then I do about 3 minutes of warm-up priming movements. I get most of my warm-up exercises from MAPS Prime Pro, which is Mind Pump's warm-up program. I cannot say enough good things about this program. Highly recommend it. I will link to it down in the description box below. It basically takes you through a bunch of different exercises to learn how to warm up the specific body parts that you're gonna be using in your workout. So today, since I was doing an upper body workout, I wanted to warm up my back, my spine, my shoulders, my chest, all of that good stuff. To kick off this workout, we're starting with some wide grip inverted rows. This is one of my absolute favorite exercises for the back. Actually, a lot of my favorite exercises are back exercises. I just really like training back, but I love this one in particular. Take a rather wide grip, stick your feet down in front of you, and just pull your chest up to the bar. This should basically mimic the feeling of doing a cable row, but you're upside down. To make it harder, you can elevate your feet, and to make it a little bit easier, you can bend your knees. And you're gonna do this for 8 to 10 reps. And then we're gonna go straight into push-ups. So this is a superset. A superset is where you do 2 exercises in succession with little to no rest in between. Just enough rest to like switch between the exercises. Supersets are great for increasing intensity without changing other variables. They get your heart rate up like nothing else, and since I am about to enter a fat loss phase, I'm going to be incorporating some more supersets into my workouts just to increase intensity and increase calorie burn. So with the push-ups, you're gonna do 8 to 10 reps with however much weight you need to make that difficult for you, whether that's knee push-ups or just straight push-ups or adding a weight to your back. After you're done with the rows and the push-ups, you're gonna rest for 1 minute and then repeat the whole superset 2 more times for a total of 3 sets of the superset. Our next superset is going to be a dumbbell shoulder press to chest fly. With the shoulder press, just grab some dumbbells, put them at shoulder height, and push them straight on up over your head. This is one of my absolute favorite exercises for growing those shoulder boulders because you can press quite a bit of weight, which is going to lead to breaking more muscle down, which is going to lead to building more muscle up. But also, because you're using dumbbells, you're being forced to stabilize a lot more, so you're really working those little stabilization muscles as well. There's really not a lot of stabilization with things like a front raise or lateral raise, but when you're going up over your head, you really have to engage all of those little muscles around your shoulder. So you're gonna do that for 10 to 12 reps and then go straight into chest flies. With the chest flies, you're gonna bring your arms out to the side, feel that stretch through your chest, and then squeeze your pecs to bring the weight back up directly in front of you. You wanna make sure that your arms are not going up past your shoulders or down past your body. This is a great exercise to honestly do really slowly to really feel that contraction in your chest, because this is an exercise where you can really feel that contraction in your chest, and it's a great way to prime for something like a bench press or another big pressing movement. So you're gonna do that for 10 to 12 reps, rest for 1 minute, and then repeat the superset again 2 more times for a total of 3 sets of the superset. Then we're gonna move on to our last superset, which is a lat pushdown to front raise, both on the cable machine. The lat pushdowns are one of my favorite back exercises that don't really activate your biceps, because as I said, not really trying to grow my arms too much, but I love training back. So any exercise I can implement that's going to work my back without working my arms is something that I am trying to lean more heavily on. This exercise essentially mimics a lat pullover where you're laying flat on a bench and pulling a dumbbell up over your head, but you're just doing it in the standing position. So you start with holding onto the cable at about parallel to your body up over your head, and then engage your lats to push the bar down. And since you're keeping your arms straight, you're not going to be activating your biceps or triceps because you're not really contracting them through the movement as much. You're gonna do this for 10 to 12 reps, then drop the cable all the way to the bottom and switch to front raises. With the front raisers, you're just gonna start holding the bar down low in front of you and then lifting it up until it's about parallel to your shoulders. For shoulders, I really like throwing in a front raise or lateral raise into a workout where I'm doing a dumbbell shoulder press or overhead press or other more pressing movement, because one is pressing and the other one is pulling. So you're getting to work your shoulders in 2 very different ways. You're gonna go ahead and do this for 10 to 12 reps and then again, rest for 1 minute, repeat the superset 2 more times for a total of 3 sets of this superset. Then we're gonna go on to a back burnout. I don't really like doing actual like burnouts very often because honestly they aren't super effective and don't really do much, but I'm doing this just to add a smidge more volume to my back. And we're gonna do this with the lat pull down. I've been really working on building my pull-up strength lately, especially in the strength phase that I was just in, doing like weighted pull-ups with just 3 reps, trying to see just how much weight I can physically pull. And now that I'm switching more into hypertrophy style training, I wanna still include those pull-up / pull down kind of movements so that I can keep improving on my pull-up strength. So with the lat pull down, I like to try to mimic a pull-up as much as possible. So this means pulling the bar straight down to my chest and not leaning back too much. Something you see with people who throw a lot of weight on their lat pull downs is they start leaning back, which starts turning it more into kind of a cable row because of the angle that the weight is being pulled at. So you're gonna do this for 8 to 10 reps, rest for 60 seconds, do it again, rest for 60 seconds. So far you've done 2 sets. The 3rd set is where it gets super fun. The 3rd set's gonna be a drop set with 3 drops. So what this means is you're gonna use the same weight you've been using, same number of reps you've been doing. So do all 8 to 10 reps. And once you've done your last rep, immediately decrease the weight by about 20% and then do as many reps as you can again. That's 1 drop set. You shouldn't be able to do more than 8 to 10 reps with this weight. If you can, that means you probably dropped the weight a little bit too far. Once you've done as many reps as possible with 20% less weight, you're gonna drop it by 20% again, do as many reps as possible, then do that 1 more time, drop it by 20%, do as many reps as possible, and that's your 3rd drop set. And then you're done with lat pull downs. Your back should be on fire. I just love lat pull downs. Way too much. And we're gonna finish off the workout with some abs. First, one of my absolute favorite ab exercises, cable crunches. With these, you wanna get down on your knees, stabilize your hips, so your hips should not be moving up and down through this movement at all. You wanna pull the rope down to your head and then crunch entirely through your core. So the only place that should be flexing and extending is your core. And you wanna go pretty heavy on these. Pick a weight where you can do 12 to 15 reps, and after 15, you're feeling like you can't really do many more. If you've seen my video all about how to train abs to see them at a higher body fat percentage, you know how important it is to add in some hypertrophy work for your core if you want to see a more defined six-pack. I'll link that video down in the description if you haven't seen it, but this is what's really going to develop those visible six-pack muscles. So after you've done 12 to 15 reps, rest for 45 seconds to a minute and do that 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Then lastly, I wanted to throw in a little bit of oblique work to work on the development of those nice little 11 lines in the core. Grab a plate or a dumbbell, hold it in one hand, and do 12 side crunches on one side, switch sides, and then do 12 side crunches on the other. With these, you should be engaging the side of your core that's opposite the side that the weight is on. So if you're holding on the right, you should be focusing on crunching through the left side of your abs and vice versa. Most of the ab work that I do is directly for the rectus abdominis, but I like to make sure I throw in at least one oblique exercise per week just to maintain the definition that I do have there. I am fully aware that I have dirt on my shirt right where the nip knops are. That's what I get for doing full range of motion push-ups on a dirty ground. Nothing I can do about it. Don't really care, honestly. That was a fantastic workout. I feel so good, which by the way is how you should feel when you leave the gym. If you feel like you're literally dead, probably training too hard. Once in a while, it's okay to like push yourself to the limit, but if you're doing that every single time, you're probably not making as much progress as you could. Anyway, I'm about to go make some fried rice with just egg whites to get in some good carbs and protein post-workout. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what other kinds of workouts you want to see down in the comments below. Also, I am theoretically about to start my actual cut, like going into a calorie deficit. So if you have any questions about how I'm going to approach that, leave that down in the comments below as well. If you guys like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and your neighbors. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness, you can check them out over here. To see future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Say bye, Ernie. Goodbye. Bye.